minutes. Okay, 45 minutes each. Fine. Now in data insight, you have 20 questions to be answered within 45 minutes. Okay. The type of questions are graphics interpretation, table analysis, multi-source reasoning, two-part analysis, and data sufficiency. Earlier, data sufficiency was not here, but now data sufficiency is put in data insight. So these are the type of questions. Fine. Score ranges from 60 to 90. That is 90 is the maximum score. Okay. Then in quantitative reasoning, you have 45 minutes. Again, 23 questions to be answered. And these questions are purely based on problem solving. Fine. Maximum score is 90. Then you have verbal reasoning. That is English, you can call. 45 minutes again time and 21 questions to be answered. Now, there are two types of questions, reading comprehension and critical reasoning, right? And maximum score is 90. Now, total time for the examination is 2 hours 15 minutes. Okay, and 64 questions to be answered. You will have 10 minutes optional break. You can take a break after first section or second section, right? Because after third section, your exam is over. Okay, now maximum score is 805. No more 800, but 805. Fine. So this is test structure. Any confusion about test structure? 3 sections, 45 minutes, 45 minutes, 45 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
And you have number of questions, 20 questions, data insight, quantitative reasoning, 23 questions, and verbal reasoning, 21 questions. It means you have 2 minutes plus per question. Per question. Fine, in each section. Clear? So 64 questions to be answered. Now, understand psychology of the exam, because GMAT exam is entirely different from any other exam. GMAT is based on a skill, not on intelligence, or you can say it tests more of your skill set than intelligence. While other exams like CAT or anything else is otherwise. They test more on intelligence, less on skill. And that is why you may find that syllabus is more or less same, but temperament of how question has to be designed, psychology behind designing the question is different, right? So here, this is test of logic, not of rules, because this test was designed for people who have around 10 years of experience initially. Fine. Now everyone is writing GMAT. Fine. So person who has around 10 years of experience, you cannot expect that person to remember what he studied in the school days, right? But as we mature, our understanding or logical thinking increases, right? That's why this test is test of logic. Then elimination, not selection. So here it is not exactly what is correct answer, but what is the best answer. So to reach out to best answer, you need to eliminate what are not that good answers, right? So keep on eliminating, and whatever you are left with, that is your best answer, right? That's why we follow process of elimination, not selection. You don't select the right answer, but you eliminate the wrong ones or less likely, less correct. Okay. Then thinking analysis. See, GMAT is not about solving n number of questions. It's about solving limited questions, but understand the thought process behind creation of the question. What question is asking to find out, and what should be the right way to approach that, right? So analysis is more important. How much you learn from each section is more important than whether you get that question correct or incorrect while you practice. So whole preparation phase can be divided into two parts. One is you learning phase, and second phase is you prepare yourself for the test. So from day one, you should not think that each question should not get more than 2 minutes, and here I am taking 5 minutes. No, you can take 5 minutes, you can take 10 minutes even to solve one question initially. And then only you will learn, because if you don't ponder around the question, if you don't introspect, right, you won't learn much from question. So learning from each question is really important, or more important than getting it correct. Fine. Then application. You will find concepts are really simple. you will never get any question incorrect because you don't know the concept once you have done your preparation once. Fine. But you fail to apply those concepts because questions need like proper understanding of the concept. Exception to rules. In few cases, you may find exception to rules also. You should know that. Culturally neutral because it is written by people all across the world. Fine. That's why it is culturally neutral. Okay. So these are important points regarding GMAT. Fine. So I think there should be no confusion GMAT or GRE, GMAT or CAT. Clear? Now, topics covered in quant. Let me give you some details. So you don't have geometry in quant. Okay. In any other exam, you will find geometry is part of quant syllabus. But here geometry is not there. Fine. You have algebra. In algebra, you will have equations, quadratic equations, polynomials, functions, absolute value, inequalities, number properties, progression, and symbol-based questions. Okay. Then you have stats. Here, mean, median, range, standard deviation type questions, and basic questions. Okay. You will never have to use anywhere formula of standard deviation to solve standard deviation question. Let me tell you upfront. But you should know what are the things which are used in standard deviation formula. And then you can solve. In arithmetic, you'll have percentage, simple interest, compound interest, profit and loss, averages, ratios, speed, time and distance, time and work, etc. Then combinatorics, permutations and combinations, probability. These are the topics which are there, and these are basics also, not high-level computation questions or probability questions. Okay, so is this clear? Hello?
Yeah, it's clear.
Good. Now, in verbal, you have reading comprehension and critical reasoning. Fine. Now, so understanding of language is really important if you want to understand one paragraph or one passage, because one paragraph is comprised of couple of sentences put together. So if you understand how to figure out how to interpret one sentence, you can understand how to interpret couple of sentences put together, and in turn you would be able to understand couple of paragraphs put together, right? So that is one passage. Fine. So I just want to see what is your understanding of the language. Fine. So there are 6 sentences, and here you have simple errors. Fine. I want you to go through these sentences and tell me what do you think, what is correct. Tell me correct usage. So for example, first one says, he runs faster than I or me. Indrani, what do you think? What is correct?
It's I, right? He runs faster than I.
I. Okay. Ronak, what is your answer?
I think it's me.
Then he is older than I or me.
Me.
Indrani?
Me only.
Okay. This one?
Yes.
Okay. The cat licked its or its tail.
The first one.
First one.
First one. Cool. Then this is to be kept between you and I or me.
I.
Indrani?
Yeah, same.
Same. Good. Let John and I or me enter the room.
I.
Yeah, I.
Okay. Doctor, my child and I or me would like to visit you tomorrow, said the lady over the phone.
I.
I.
Now, let me explain. Okay. And then I'll come to which one is that. So let's say you have sentence. The sentence reads as he runs. Okay. And another sentence is I run. Fine. There are 2 sentences. He runs, I run. Fine. Here in first sentence, he is subject. In second one, I is subject. Now, if you want to compare these two subjects, you will have to merge these two sentences into one. So the sentence becomes, he runs faster than I run. Right? He runs faster than I run. Isn't it? But in English, we are not supposed to repeat the verb. So what do? We use helping verbs. Something like do, does, was, were, is, am. All these are helping verbs. Have, has. Fine. So best fit helping verb here is do. So he runs faster than I do. This is correct sentence. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, even if you drop this do, then whatever you are left with, that is correct. It means he runs faster than I is grammatically correct. There is no problem. So this is where sentence is coming from. When we merged these two sentences, he runs and I run. He and I, which are subjects, they retain their identities. They don't change it. So in real life also, it is always a struggle for identity. We keep on struggling whole life to make our identities, isn't it? Same is the case here in grammar as well. So he runs, I run. When these two sentences are merged, the sentence becomes he runs faster than I, or he runs faster than I do. So here I is correct. Got it?
Got it.
Fine. Now let me give you some mantras which will be helpful for you. First one is, these are tricks. Okay. Ask question. Ask question. So if question has who in it, who is what? Subject pronoun. Then answer needs to have subject. Something like I, we, he, she. These are subjects. Now, if question has whom in it, whom is what? Object pronoun. Then answer needs to have me, us, him, or her. Okay, these are object pronouns. Now you understand subject pronoun, object pronoun, or subject and object. So in layman language, you can say that something which is found at the starting of the sentence, okay, or which drives the verb is known as subject. I am going to market. Here, I is driving the verb going. So I is subject. He is a good guy. He is subject. She is singing. Here, singing verb is driven by she. So she is subject. Right? Now, the work is done by me. The work is done by me. Here, verb done is driving pronoun me. Okay, or object me. So me is object. So something which is driven by verb is object, and something which drives the verb is subject. This is the difference between subject and object. Fine. So whenever you have confusion whether you need to use who or whom, then also what you need to do is you need to just look at what should be the right answer. See, if question has who, then answer needs to have I, we, he, she, or subjects. Subject pronouns or subjects. Fine. If question has whom, then answer needs to have me, us, him, her. That is object pronouns. Fine. Or objects. Now, let me ask you one question. Indrani, let's say you decide to visit my place. You come and knock the door. Before opening the door, I ask, who's there? How do you answer? It's me or it's I?
It's I, Indrani.
Yes. Ronak, what is your answer?
Me?
No. See, me is incorrect because question is who is there? Question has who, right? Question has who in it. So it needs what? subject in answer. So you
Who?
can't say it's me because me is what? Object,
Okay.
right? So it's I is correct. Got it?
Got it.
Now, let's say you're talking to your friend, Ronak, and I ask you, and you respond me like I'm talking to him. What do you say? I am talking to him. Now you know that this sentence is grammatically correct sentence, Indrani. I am
Yes.
talking. Guys, you keep yourself unmuted, because it is going to be a lot of interactive session. You
Okay.
know. So I am talking to him is grammatically correct, right?
Yeah.
Ronak?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now tell me what should be the right question to be asked? Who are you talking to, or whom are you talking to, or to whom are you talking? I'm giving you three sentences. Who are you talking to? Okay, first understand these two. Who are you talking to? Second one is whom are you talking to?
Whom?
And running
Yes. Whom only?
whom? Because answer has what? Object pronoun, right?
Yes.
So now you know that question has to have what? Whom? Whom are you talking to? If I say who are you talking to, then it is completely incorrect, grammatically incorrect. Got it? So either
Mm-hmm.
you know what is right question or you know what is right answer. Fair?
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Now, so this is first trick. Second trick is complete the sentence. Complete the sentence. So coming to this one, he runs faster than I is correct and me is incorrect. Okay. Now, these two sentences are based on same syntax. Both are comparison sentences, right?
Yes.
He is older than I is correct. Me is incorrect. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
So here, if you complete the sentence, he runs faster than I do. We have already seen. This becomes he is older than I am.
Okay.
Okay. Me am will not work. You know that. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, third trick is compare apple to apple. Compare apple to apple. It means similar things are compared. Okay, comparison happens within category. So here you have subject pronoun. Subject pronoun can be compared with subject pronoun only. Object pronoun can be compared with object pronoun. So other side also what you need subject pronoun. So I is subject pronoun, right? This thumb rule. Okay, here you have he. So in comparison case, you need to have I out of I and me. Fine. Here you have subject pronoun. Here also you need subject, right? So me is correct. Fine. So if you understand these three rules, these three tricks, you will never go wrong in comparison sentence. Fine. Ask question. So who runs faster is the right question to be asked. Let's say both of you are standing at one place. Fine. Now I say Nani, who runs faster? What will you respond? He runs faster.
He runs faster.
Right? If you say half sentence, you can say he runs faster. Or if you want to say full sentence, you will say he runs faster than I do. Or otherwise as well, you can say I run faster than he does. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, in this case, who is older? So he is
He is
older,
older.
right? Now, third one, this it's means it is. This short form of it is. And here the intended meaning of the sentence is the cat licked the tail which belongs to it. So this is correct. Both of you got it correct. Fine. Then fourth one, this is to be kept between you and I or me. In this sentence, if you just notice, this is subject. This is object and that to compound object. Compound object means two objects are joined together with and. Similarly, when two subjects are joined together with and, they are called compound subjects. Okay, and that is plural. So here, this is object, this also has to be object. So this is incorrect. Me is correct because me is object. Also, if you raise question on this, the question will be whom. This is to be kept between you and whom. This is to be kept between you and whom. And answer needs to have me. Fine.
Yeah.
Now coming to fifth one. Let John and I or me enter the room. Now this is tricky a bit because let is a verb which empowers third person, somebody else, and you seek permission from that person. That's why you use let, isn't it? Let me go, let me work, isn't it? So here if you ask question would be whom will you allow to enter the room? Whom will you allow to enter the room? Okay, so since question has whom, answer needs to have me. Fine. Now this is also compound object, John and me, right? So even if you strike out one object, you'll get it simply. Let me enter the room. You never say let I enter the room, isn't it? So this is another trick which can help you. Also, grammar rule says let plus object plus base form of the verb. Base form means first form of the verb. Let me go, let us work, let her sing, let him cry, right? This is how we form the sentence. So this is the syntax of the sentence. Let plus object plus verb. Okay. So same is used here. So me is correct. I is incorrect. Now here, the lady is addressing to doctor. My child and I would like to visit you tomorrow. Both of you got it correct. Fine. So this is about these sentences. I hope you understood everything.
Understood.
Yes.
Want to take the screenshot? You can take the screenshot. Maybe helpful for you in future. Done?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Okay, so let me take you through critical reasoning. Fine. Critical reasoning consists of three things. What are those, Indani? In critical reasoning, there is a paragraph, this one, this known as argument. What do we call it? Argument. It is consist of couple of sentences, maybe minimum 2 sentences. Okay, more than that, but minimum 2 sentences. So this is argument. And argument is consist of three things. First one is premise. Premise. Second one is assumption. Okay. And third one is conclusion. Fine. Now understand what is premise. Premise is something, maybe fact or example or evidence. Okay. You have fact, example, evidence. So in some cases you may have all these three. In some cases you have only fact. Some cases you have example or evidence. Right? So premise consists of fact, example, or evidence. Got it? So this is simple to identify. Premise is always easy to identify. You just understand, okay, this is example or this is fact or this is the evidence. So this is premise. Clear? Premise is never debatable. Truth remains there. You can't debate truth. You can't support truth. You know? So truth is there. That is premise. Conclusion. Conclusion is something like claim, inference, opinion, observation. Okay. Something like hypothesis. Something like plan, strategy, observation. So these are the things which are there in conclusion. Anything which is futuristic, anything which is opinion, anything prediction. Let me write this one up. Prediction. Prediction is also opinion, right? So conclusion is understood as claim, inference, opinion, observation, hypothesis, plan, or prediction. This what? Conclusion. So two things are clear. And these two things are basically part of argument. That is, these are written part of argument. Now, assumption is something which is there but not there. You understand? Assumption is something which is there but not there. Have you seen this movie, Mr. India?
No, haven't seen it.
Okay.
Yes, I
So,
have.
yeah, so in Mr. India movie, what happens? Anil Kapoor is main character, hero of the movie, fine, and he is invisible. So he is invisible for characters, and for audience, he is there. So it is something like he is there but not there. That way, assumption is. It means assumption is unwritten portion of the argument. It is not written, it is never written. It is always there in author's mind. Got it? So author has something in his mind. On the basis of that, he comes up with an argument, but he does not write assumption. Understood? So any argument will not be complete if there is no assumption. If you fail to identify the assumption, you will fail to understand the argument. Is that clear, Ronak?
Understood.
Okay. I think I am pronouncing your name correct. Ronak or Rohan?
Both are fine. Ronak or Rohanak?
Rohana. Okay, Rohana. Fine. So now let me give you some example. Let's say, Ronak, you reach out to your manager and tell him that my friend is sick at home. My friend is sick at home. Therefore, I need to go early today. So this is your argument. What is the argument? My friend is sick at home. Therefore, I need to go early today. Now, what is the fact here? What is premise?
He's sick is the premise.
Yes. And what is conclusion?
I have to go.
Yes. I have to go early today. Indrani, are you on same page?
Yes.
Okay. Now, but Ronak, your manager is not convinced. He says, so what? You can leave on time. Go directly meet him.
Then assumption will come in. If I don't go, then something will happen.
So then again you repeat the argument because you are telling him truth, right? The truth is that your friend is sick. You try to prove that even. Let's see, I got this message from you. But again, he's not convinced. He says that, okay, you're not doctor. Why do you want to go early? Now tell me what information you need to provide to your manager so that he gets convinced. Indrani, think of
He
this.
can say that when I leave by 6:30, it would be traffic and I wouldn't be reaching the place on time.
So what?
If I won't reach on time, then tomorrow I won't be coming on time. So there is also your loss.
No, that's the regular thing. No, that's a regular thing. Now, the reason he wants to go early is his friend is sick. Ranak,
Right. So if I don't go early, he will be in danger.
Well, you are not doctor, right? What do you do?
He can say that if he requires any care, then I can be there by his side.
So just imagine the situation and think how will you convince your manager?
So probably we'll have to give some additional fact.
Huh? What is that?
In such cases,
Let's say
care is
you're making an
required.
excuse or something. Now, when you want to leave, no, your brain works faster than light, you know. So come up
Then
with
I guess Ronak has to do overtime tomorrow.
Ronak?
Um, yeah, I think I'd say in 20, in, I don't know, some statistic which says that if I don't go, the person is in danger. That's how I would think of it.
You need to understand he is your manager and you can't fool around unnecessary, right? With
Hmm.
such facts. Fine. You are in real situation. You need to take leave. Indrani, any idea?
No, I think this is what it I can say.
Okay. So let me tell you. If you tell your manager that there is nobody to take care of him, there is nobody to take care of him. That's why I need to go early. Don't you think he will be convinced? Hmm?
Maybe.
Right? Because you can't have better reasoning than this one. So
So
this is
essentially, you're saying another fact would strengthen the case.
yes, some extra information, right? So what is assumption? Piece of information which justifies the conclusion. Here you justified that why you want to go early by stating that your friend is alone. There is nobody to take care of him, isn't it?
Hmm.
So, what is assumption? Piece of information which justifies the conclusion
Conclusion.
is assumption. You will never ever find this simple definition of assumption in any book anywhere. So note it down. What is assumption? Piece of information which justifies the conclusion.
Conclusion.
Okay. So when argument is written, you need to when argument is there and you read it, you need to understand. Okay, what would be the information which can justify the conclusion? And every argument has three things: premise, assumption, and conclusion. Premise and conclusion are written portion of the argument. Assumption is there in author's head. You need to map your head with author's head for the argument. Got it? Once you understand the heart of the argument, you can understand, you can solve any question based on critical reasoning. It is never that difficult. If you fail to figure out this thing, what is assumption, what is premise, what is conclusion, of course, even simple questions will be difficult. Clear?
Okay.
So now, this is the original GMAT question. Just go through this question and tell me this argument first. Tell me what is premise, what is conclusion, and then what could be the assumption. The question is based on assumption. Is asking for assumption.
So premises computers can be identified, that can be identified and traced. are of no use to thieves.
Okay.
That's the premise. The
Hmm.
conclusion is that by etching the serial number,
Hmm.
it will become useless, so people will not steal it, or thieves will not steal it.
No, it is not written anywhere. Thieves will not.
Actually, that's the assumption, I
Ah,
guess.
so this is conclusion. After so, you can read Magda Corporation has instituted a plan to reduce theft by etching a serial number of each computer both on frame of the monitor and on the face of the hard drive, where it will be impossible to overlay. Right?
Uh,
So this is conclusion, Indrani.
no, the first line is the conclusion, and the last line is the fact, because it says that there's no face of the hard drive where it is impossible to overlook. Uh, Series
Okay.
number is the fact because they are doing it, right? They are
Hmm.
implementing it.
Hmm.
I guess I'm not sure.
This is the reason, we never argue in real life, using critical reasoning. See, computers that can be identified and traced are of no use to thieves. This is fact,
Yeah, that's the fact. That's the premise.
Okay.
right? So this is premise. Now, Nani, understand, let's say you're working in a company which deals into computers, right? And there is on and off case of theft. You reach out to your manager and you tell him that computers that can be identified and traced are of no use to thieves. He says, yes, I know this. Why? Because this is fact. Then you come up with a plan. You tell him that I have a plan, okay, which will reduce these cases of theft, right? So you just vomit this plan. Now, what would be the next question your manager will ask?
What would be the result of it?
No, result you have mentioned, right? He will say, why do you think this plan will work out?
Okay.
It means what you need to tell him.
That
Because it will be identified and then traced.
So basically, you need to justify your plan, right? This is what you're going to do, right?
Right.
So
Yes.
you will explain that since serial numbers are etched on computers, these are easy to trace out, and therefore thieves can also be traced out. So they will be punished. So no would like to be punished, and that's why they're not going to steal, isn't it? This is how you will explain it,
Mm-hmm.
justify, right? In one line, what is that? Thieves do not steal computers that are of no use to them, no value to them, isn't it?
Yes.
So out of these five options, what do you think? What is the right answer? What is the assumption?
The first one is an assumption. Thieves do not steal computers that are of no value to them.
Indrani,
Yes.
right? Any other option? Do you think any other option is able to justify the plan? Why companies should go ahead with the plan? No, right?
Yes. No.
So your answer is A. Okay. So this is how you figure out what is assumption. Now, try this question and then I'll explain.
Answer should be D.
D.
I think it is B.
B. B means highway employees who ride for free comprise a greater percentage of all. Okay. So first thing is, tell me, Indrani, what do you think? What is premise here?
Um, uh, First line, the highway bus company annual report noted
Noted.
an increase in the one mile figures are computed by multiplying the number of paying passenger.
Till here you're saying.
Yes.
Hmm? Ronak,
Yeah, that's the
same
premise.
page. You are also saying this is premise.
Premise is the fact which is A1 miles increased,
Hmm.
and that figure is found by multiplying number of paying passengers by number of miles. So that is the premise. That's a given.
And what is conclusion?
Decrease in the number of paying passenger, I guess.
This
First
one
line.
is conclusion, right? After however. Hmm?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Ronak, you're saying same thing, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Hmm. Now, let me
I
tell
mean,
you.
that's also a fact only because that's also something they've noticed.
Hmm. No. See, what did I say? What is conclusion? Conclusion is something like claim, opinion, observation, plan. So in the last question we have seen there was a plan, right? So that was conclusion. Here what is happening? Here there is observation, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
In this argument, what is there?
Observe.
Observation. So whatever is observed, that is conclusion.
Oh, okay.
Okay, understood? So here you can't say till this line and after this line. No, argument is mixed,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you read it, the highway bus company's annual report noted. Noted means
It's a fact.
observed,
Okay.
Okay.
right? Noted means observed.
Observed.
So noted an increase. This is what observation. So this is conclusion.
The
Okay,
first line is the conclusion.
First line
not
is the
line, not
conclusion.
line, not line. Let me tell you. And this is also observation. Railways,
So the entire thing is the
highway
conclusion.
experienced. So this is also complete conclusion. Now, what is premise? Premise is fact. So fact is the formula which is used in this whole argument. What is the formula?
Computed by
Multiplying.
multiplying the number of paying passengers.
Yes, A is equal to P into M, right?
Right.
A figure that is computed by multiplying the number of paying passengers, let's say that's P, by total number of miles traveled by all highway buses. This is what premise. A is equal to P into M is premise.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
Now, what is conclusion? Noted that an increase in A. Now, this is basic logic. Okay. A has increased, and then what it says further? Highway experienced a decrease in number of paying passengers per bus trip. Fine. And in the number of bus trips made. What does it mean?
Frequency is decreased.
Means total number of passengers. Sorry, total miles decreased.
Mm-hmm.
No, not total miles. Total passenger decreased because every trip has less number of passengers,
Yes.
right? And the number of trips are also increased. It means total number of passengers got decreased, right? Are
Right.
you with me, Ronak?
Yep.
Yes.
So P has decreased,
So the only logical conclusion is M must have increased.
right? Simple, Indrani.
Yeah.
A is equal to P into M. A has increased, P has decreased. So what is the assumption? M
The,
must increase.
yeah.
This is assumption in this question. Okay. Now tell me, go through all these options and tell me which statement, which option gives you information that miles traveled has increased.
I
D.
still think D is the right one.
D, right? So see, if you understand heart of the argument, it becomes so easy. Moment you write A is equal to P into M and A has increased, P has decreased, right? It's very easy to figure out, okay, M must increase. Simple?
Mm-hmm.
Indrani,
Yes.
clear, na?
Yes,
Fine.
yes.
Cool. So this is again original GMAT question. So these are the type of questions which are asked in GMAT. Fine.
Cool, got it.
Now let me take you through a couple of quant questions. Okay. So this is data sufficiency. Let me take you through first simple question on quant. So the question is, if x is an integer, what is the unit digit of 435 raised x plus 3451 raised x plus 9856 raised x? This problem solving. You solve the question and then answer. Take anyone. You understood the question, right, Ranak?
Yeah.
Okay. And hope you understand what is integer
I
also.
think E is the answer.
Hmm?
E is the answer.
E is the answer. Okay. Indrani, what is your answer?
Give me a second. I'm just doing that.
Hmm. Ranak, you have placed a guess only or you have calculated?
Because it's not an equation. If it was is equal to something, then we could have calculated.
No.
No.
It's not that. You understand unit digit? For example, let's say I say 31. What is unit digit here? 1. And 3 is tens digit.
1. B is the answer.
What is the answer?
B. 1.
B. Okay. Now, let me tell you what is the concept here we are going to use is anything raised to. Okay. So let's say 32 is the number, and if I raise power 2, for 32 unit digit is 2, right? But 32 square will have unit digit 4, right?
Yes.
Oh, so that's what unit digit means.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So if x is something, some integer, right? Then you get unit digit here, you get unit digit here, you get unit digit here, add all 3 unit digits, and then you get the
So
final.
what is the unit digit which will satisfy all three?
So now it is given x is an integer. Integer means 0, plus
1.
minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, and so on, right? All these numbers. Now, let me take x is equal to 0. If I put x is equal to 0, now anything raised to 0 is what?
0.
For example, 5 raised 0 is 1.
Okay.
10 raised 0 is also 1.
Oh, anything with 0 is 1. Okay.
83 raised 0 is also 1. So anything raised 0 is always 1. So here you get 1. Then here also you get 1. Then here also you get 1. So what is the unit digit?
3.
3. So your answer is 3 here. Now, if you place x is equal to 1, let's say you take x equal to 1. What happens here? Unit digit is 5.
5.
Here, unit digit is 1.
1.
In third
6.
one, unit digit is 6. You add up, it becomes 12. What is the unit digit of 12?
2.
2. So you're getting 2 different answers. It means more than 2 answers will be there, more than 1 answer. Right? Now, question is asking you one answer only. You can't say it's 3 or it's 2 or anything, right? And that's why your answer is cannot be determined. You can't tick 2, you can't tick 3 also. Is this clear, Indran?
Yes.
Ronak,
Yep, clear.
understood?
Understood.
Now, let me take you through data sufficiency. Okay, so this data sufficiency question, simple question, fine. Says if x and y are positive integers, what is the value of x? So two statements are there. There is a question. Okay. Ronak, do you understand data sufficiency type questions? Have you ever
Uh,
seen?
I think so.
Okay. So this is question and it has two statements. We need to answer this question with the help of these two statements. Now, how to mark answers? Mark A if statement 1 alone is sufficient, but statement 2 alone is not sufficient to answer the question asked. Okay, then mark A. Mark B if statement 2 alone is sufficient, but statement 1 alone is not sufficient to answer the question asked.
Okay.
Mark C if both statements 1 and 2 together are sufficient to answer the question asked. It means if you combine both the statements, then only you get the answer. Then you mark answer C. Mark D if each statement alone is sufficient to answer the question asked. Okay. Mark E if even after combining both the statements you fail to answer the question. It means some extra information is needed to answer the question. Then mark E. So now just try to answer this question and then I'll explain.
C is the answer.
E.
C.
C. Okay. Madam.
Yeah, C is the correct because if you solve the question, both are getting the yeah, C is correct.
Sure.
No, D is the correct one.
D.
Yes.
Why?
But you can't get.
Because mm,
It means one statement, each statement alone is sufficient to answer the question.
yes,
What is the value of x? Tell me.
3.
3. Okay. And apart from 3, there is no possibility for any other value.
Yeah, we can do if we equate the value of y in each equation, and then if we can find the value of x also.
So there is only one possible value of x.
No, there are multiple values that can be
Then
possible.
it means one statement alone is not sufficient then because question is asking what is unique value. You need to ensure that there is only one value.
Okay, one value.
Okay, let me explain.
Yes.
So, Ranak, first let me answer your dilemma. I know where you are coming from. We studied in school days that if there are two equations, two variables, solve them simultaneously to get the value of variables, right? But there, the condition was also given that x and y are real numbers. Here, question says x and y are positive integers. What does it mean? It means xy cannot be irrational, xy cannot be fraction, xy cannot be zero, xy cannot be negative. Got it? So
Okay.
xy are positive integers. It means possible values of xy will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Natural numbers only. Fine. So this is also there. Okay. Now, so that is why when you just looking at the equations, you say, no, I need to combine both the statements, then only I can answer the question. I know where you are coming from, that two equations, two variables, right? You need to solve them as simultaneous equations, but that is not the case because there is restriction given. Okay. Now coming to you, Indrani, you got the answer correct, but the logic is incorrect. Okay.
Okay.
Each statement is sufficient to answer the question. Now, how come? Let me tell you. First statement can be written as x is equal to 15 minus 3y by 4,
Divided by 4. Yes.
right? Now, I know what are x and y. So, y can take 1 as smallest value. The smallest possible value for y is 1,
1.
right? If I put y is equal to 1, it becomes 15 minus 3.
Yes.
That is 12. 12 by 4,
3.
3. I get x equal to 3. Now, if I put y is equal to 2, it becomes 6. 15 minus 6 is 9. 9 by 4, fraction.
Fraction. Yes.
So, invalid.
Yes.
If I put y is equal to 3, it becomes 9.
Hmm.
15 minus 9 is 6. 6 by 4, again fraction.
Yes.
Invalid. Now, you can see if you put 4, again fraction, 5, again you will have 0, right?
Yes.
After that, you will have negative values.
Yes.
But it means going forward, you will not have any valid value of x, right?
Yes.
So using first statement alone, you get the answer x is equal to 3. Clear?
Yes.
So first statement is sufficient to answer the question. Now coming to second statement. Ronak, is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Good. Now coming to second statement, do same thing here also.
Hmm.
So you can do x is equal to 23 minus 8y divided by 5. Now, if I put y is equal to 1, it becomes 23 minus 8. What is that?
15.
15. 15 by 5,
3.
3. I get x equal to 3. If I put y is equal to 2, it becomes 16. 23 minus 16 is how much, Ronak?
7.
7. 7 by 5,
Fraction.
fraction,
Fraction.
invalid. Now, if I put y is equal to 3, this becomes,
24
24.
so negative 23 minus
minus 1.
24, minus 1, invalid. Going forward, all the values are going to be negative, right?
Yes.
So using second statement again, we get unique answer x equal to 3. So each statement alone is sufficient, and that's why answer is D. Clear?
Yes.
Got it.
So this is how you get it. Cool. Now, shall we take one more question or?
I mean, up to you.
So are you comfortable with this split
Yeah,
time?
yeah. I have no
Okay.
problem.
Okay, so this is the question. Just try it and then I'll explain. Just problem solving again. Yes, please.
At face value, it looks like 3 feet, which is C, but I'm not sure if there's a twist.
Indrani,
Still trying.
still trying. Understood the question? Hmm? Ronak?
Yeah,
Okay. Did you try to solve it or you just guessed it?
I mean, it says combined speed of
Mhm.
6 feet,
Mhm.
and there's already it's moving at 3 feet per second.
Okay.
So
Okay. So basically you put your guess, right?
yeah,
Indrani, did you understand the question?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is speed time distance problem. The first thing you got to do in such questions is draw a line diagram. Okay. So let's say this is a walkway built. Hmm? And it is how long? 300 feet. 300 feet. Fine. Now question says that Bill steps on the walkway. Mr. Bill is here. Moment he steps on, what he says, he finds that a group of people is standing how far?
120 feet.
120 feet far from him. Okay. It means this remaining distance is how much? 180 feet.
Okay.
Right? Now, understand the situation. Both Bill and group of people start moving towards end of the walkway at same time. They start their journey same time and reach at the end of the walkway same time. Is this a question?
He they Bill reaches them and then stays stationary, and they all go together until the end.
So they reach together, right? At the end of the walkway.
Yeah,
They finish their journey together here. Indrani, is this clear?
Yes.
Bill and group of people both start their journey at same time and finish their journey same time too. It means time taken by a group of people to travel 180 feet is as good as time taken by Bill to travel 300 feet. Can I say this?
yeah,
Yes.
Right? No confusion?
yeah.
Yes.
Now, how much time is taken by a group of people to travel 180 feet? Because they are following this is speed,
3
right?
feet, 3 feet per second speed.
Yes. So 180 by 3 is the time taken by a group. How much? 60 seconds. Clear?
Yes.
Mhm.
What does it mean? It means Bill covered 300 feet distance in how much time?
60
60
seconds.
seconds.
60 seconds,
So
right?
300 by
Yes.
60. 5
So
feet per
speed
second.
is equal to 300 divided by 60. How much is that?
5
5
feet
feet per second,
per second.
oh,
right? What is the formula used here? Speed is equal to
Distance upon time. Speed. Time.
so see, the moment you draw line diagram, you understand the situation. And trust me, it is everywhere. What? To understand the situation, to understand the argument. This is also like argument, right? Now, so many other informations are also given. We don't need to get bogged down by those information. 6 feet per second, that is not used here, right? But Yeah, if you want to use that, of course you can solve the question using that information also, but that will be too lengthy, right? You will have to apply concept of relative speed also. And see when Bill is going to meet the group, and then after when he is with the group, how much time they are taking together to finish the journey. Got my point?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that's also method, but that is lengthy one. And this is simple, easy. In one line you can solve it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So understanding the heart of the argument is really important. Cool. So shall we stop here?
Yep.
Yes.
Now, tell me any confusion, any doubt you have regarding GMAT classes. So here I picked up some questions here and there, original GMAT questions, and discussed with you, right? Because the idea is to, you should know how I explain things, right? And whether I'm able to teach you or not. That's also idea, right? Now, let me share my profile. So, by qualification, I'm engineer and MBA from IIM Ahmedabad, and it's been over 15 years. I've been training students for the GMAT, working with IMS, Career Launcher, Leverage Edu, and all. And now I'm here. My students have scored really well. I have shown you a couple of scores charts as well. And in 15 years, I also help with admission consulting, like building your resume, helping you in writing your essay and all, preparing you for the interview and everything. So this is a bit about me. What we are going to do is we will be using original GMAT questions, maximum, right? And lot of practice questions, right? Test and everything. And you will have unlimited support, like support hand-holding till you write your exam successfully. Fine. Unlimited classes. When I say unlimited classes means, let's say once you have completed your classes, you write GMAT, and for some God forbid reason, you could not score well. Then again, you want to prepare. Fine. Or you dropped your preparation in between, you could not write the GMAT, and then after a month, you want to start your preparation or sometime. You can come back to me. You just need to tell me that you need to start your preparation again. I will put you in a batch without charging anything extra. So it may be like 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and number of times you want to repeat classes, you can repeat. Okay? And no
Yep.
extra charges will be there. So complete support is there, complete classes are there, batches are small. So like as we are talking now, right? Same thing happens in class also. In class also, you are not supposed to switch on your camera. Here also, you have not switched on your camera. Though in first interaction, I always encourage that I should see who I am talking to, right? That way. But no problem. And the classes go like this. Classes are complete interactive. It's not one way kind of that, okay, I'm only speaking and you are typing or something, right? Sometime I read your comments or no. No. You unmute yourself, you ask me, and I'll answer your questions there. So this is how classes go. Now tell me guys, whether you want morning batch or evening batch or weekend batch,
Uh,
and how soon you want to start your preparation.
I'm currently just exploring and trying to understand. So very early in that
Okay.
figuring
So
out space.
still you would have some priority, that I want to go for weekday classes or weekend classes, right?
Weekday should be fine for me.
Weekday. So weekday classes 9 to 10:30 p.m. Okay, after office hours.
every day?
3 days: Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay.
Okay, and weekend classes Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is 7:30 to 9:30. Sunday is 2 to 5 p.m. Okay. So this is how classes are.
Uh,
Now, so Indrani, which
Yes.
one you want to join?
I'm actually still deciding because I recently gave an interview for my. I'm actually planning to shift my, like, I'm switching my job. So I still haven't received my offer letter yet. So I don't know whether they are giving hybrid mode or do I need to work from office. So I was actually planning for weekday class, but if they do not provide me a hybrid, then I'll be choosing the weekend batch.
Okay, not a problem.
So that
So
is.
you can change your batches whenever you are you have some situation. There is
Okay.
no restriction, that you are starting with weekend batch, so you will have to stick with weekend batch. No, you can
Okay.
attend multiple batches as well,
Okay.
right? If you want to complete your course faster, let's say in
Mm-hmm.
2 months or 1 month time, fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you want to attend weekday classes and weekend classes also, you are welcome.
Okay.
There is no question, fine.
Yes.
So Ronak, in your case, if you join, then it would be weekend batch or weekday batch?
Weekday
Weekday,
batch.
weekday batch. And tentatively, how soon would you like to start?
It's a good question. I'm thinking about this.
Like a
How
week time?
much time does it normally take for someone to go through the entire curriculum?
Uh-huh.
Is
It
it
takes
like
around 3 months.
2 months?
3 months. 3 months.
Three
If you are
months is
attending
what's
one batch,
required.
any particular batch, right?
Yeah.
So it will take 3 months. If you are attending two batches, then it may take less time. So
So
after
is
every class,
there,
also there is assignment. Okay. And you're supposed to do that assignment. And if there is any problem, you get back to me. You know, so that's also there. Complete study material will be provided to you. You don't need to purchase anything from outside. Topic test, mock test, everything will be there on portal. Okay. Any other question?
so like I just wanted to know, as in like we started, like this is a demo session, so you started with the questions first.
Hmm.
So on a regular basis class, so you will
Okay.
be first explaining the concept and
Of,
then you'll be
of,
giving us assignment.
of course, of course.
Oh,
So regular class happens like concept.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Then examples.
Okay.
GMAT questions. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
After this, we solve around 15 to 20 questions, GMAT questions in the class. Fine. And then you have assignment. In
In,
assignment, again, you have GMAT questions,
okay.
original GMAT questions.
Okay.
Hmm. This is how class goes.
Understood.
And it goes topic wise. Here I took random question from here and there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Class is completely on curriculum basis, like structured, well structured. So you don't need to worry about it. Fine. Like
So
once you join us, no, it is my responsibility to help you to prepare well. You need to be
so
regular and you need to ask questions. Hmm.
if in case I joined the class and alongside I wanted to do CAT as well,
Hmm.
so will this syllabus covers the main syllabus of CAT, because CAT do have uh,
So,
different topic.
so topics are same, but approach is different. Both
Okay.
things look for different things in people.
Okay.
CAT looks for intelligent guys.
Mm-hmm.
GMAT does not look for intelligent guys.
Okay.
GMAT needs people who are skilled, structured, disciplined,
Mm-hmm.
logical.
Mm-hmm.
So one question which has appeared in GMAT will never, ever, ever appear in CAT,
CAT. Okay.
and vice versa as well.
Okay.
But basics remain same.
Basic remains the same, right?
Yes, basic remains.
Okay.
And in fact, in critical reasoning and RC, this is going to help you a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if like I'm not very much good in maths. So
Hmm.
uh,
Then you
so
should not prepare for CAT. Okay.
okay.
You should not prepare for CAT because CAT is of different level and two sections are quant oriented, right?
Yes.
So that is a high difficulty level. Fine.
Okay.
So prepare for GMAT. Even if you want to go to ABC, that is quite possible, quite easy because you have already 4 years of experience.
Mhm.
Ahmedabad asks for minimum 4 years of experience. B and C both ask for minimum 5 years of experience. Fine.
Okay.
Then I am Kozhikode asks for minimum 3 years of experience.
Okay.
Fine. Then I am Shillong also asks for minimum 3 years of experience. So you are qualified. And Kozhikode has one program PGP Finance,
Mhm.
which is especially for people who are from finance background,
Okay.
and they take GMAT for that.
Okay.
You don't need to write CAT.
Okay.
And if you want to build really good career, target ISB.
Yeah, I am actually targeting that
Uh,
one itself.
Fine. So CAT is not there. I mean, and after 4 years of experience, I would not suggest that you should go for like 2 years of MBA. Even next year, you will have 5 years of experience, right? When you start class.
Yes. Yes.
So you will have like kids starting with you. You know, in case of Ronak, even he will find really kids, fine, because he has 10 years of experience. The people there would be like freshers.
Mhm.
50% batch of IIM Ahmedabad is freshers.
Okay.
So 19, 20 years, 21-year-old guys. Fine.
Yes.
So any other question, guys, you have?
No, nothing from my side.
No questions.
No question? So tell me some tentative date so that I can share same thing with Akansha. Akansha will reach out to you.
Sure.
So Ronak, when you want to start something?
Uh,
Week
let
time?
me get back to Akansha. We are in touch on WhatsApp anyway. Let me
Okay,
think about it and get back.
fine, not a problem.
Ideally, as soon as possible.
And you, madam?
I'm actually planning for second week of April or in the start early of third week to get start on the preparation, like getting into classes like that.
Okay. So what is special that like second week or third week?
Because I'll be getting my offer letter, so according to
So it
that, I'm
hardly
actually
matters. No,
planning.
see, you are staying at your home only, right?
Yeah.
You can attend classes Saturday, Sunday, or weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, weekend or weekdays, any which way. That's not a problem. Fine. Even if you get offer letter, let's say for some reason, some unknown reason, it is delayed for 2 months. Still, you will be staying,
I don't know.
right?
In that case, I won't be staying because they are delaying, so that's their
So you
problem
will be
now.
staying home, right?
No, I'm actually working.
You're working, but all time you don't work. You don't work on Saturday, Sunday, right?
Yeah, correct.
You don't work after 9 o'clock, isn't it? You are
Yeah.
at home, so you can attend classes.
Okay.
Fine. So there is no problem, and both the things will go parallel, right? They're not crossing the bridges anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'll let her know
Hmm.
what I
Fine.
decide.
Okay. So I think we are done with, right? Everything. There is no
Yes.
question.
Right.
No more question, right?
Yes.
So
Questions.
shall we stop here?
Yes.
Fine, guys. Thank you very much. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.